I need to make this decision as much as I need to do so. And if it has to happen tomorrow or tonight before I sleep, then I might as well. I actually should have done it right after the gathering, but I figure now, I think it was only a matter of time when I was really gonna start going with my solo plan, and I thought it was gonna happen right after, but I suppose it's now only a matter of time, and it seems like it's gonna happen very, very soon. Listen, man, I'm this close to departing from the Nutbwallers. I'm this close. There's just no way that I can just stay with this group after what transpired with the two group text incidents, and especially just knowing that what these guys have seen in me, and especially like me, whether I'm showing my optimism or pessimism, they it's like it's just non-existent to most of these guys at this point. Hell, I even showed my Kobe artwork, my craft work earlier. Russ is the only one that responded. He praised it. Nobody else did, man. So, you know, whether I show my optimism or pessimism, it has been like this as of late, dude. Nobody else is getting into it. Nobody. Carlos is not getting into it. Abbas is not getting into it. And Neil, like off and on, I guess. Even Ray, Julio, Robbie. Look, they're just dealing with their own stuff, and I mean, it's gotten to a point now that it just seems there's just not so much interest anymore in the group. And look, I'll admit it, a lot of that has to do with me. I've been shattering the group. I've been, giving so much negativity to that group, and that, I just feel bad for guys like Russ and Dewey who have really shown me their true care, right? But, after all, dude, I just can't really see this group function as a whole anymore. I just can't. And I know my limited outdoor freedom at this point. It's just, it's just it just goes to show that I think I just can't really, unless I get another short big break, and I can't really see these guys that much. I can't see them regularly like I used to. I'm talking about once or twice, sometimes even 3 times a week, to see some of these guys. But the fact of the matter is, it's not just these guys. It's my entire friend circle in general. Look, I'm not gonna forget what Julio said. Yeah, we already talked, but since then, but still, that doesn't mean I forgot what he said. It just continues to show. Because remember when he said everyone's fed up with me, nobody but Russ has responded to that. Look, I've already made it clear. He's spot on what he said, dude. And whether he sees this video or not, I doubt it, because he probably unsubbed to me. And so did Carlos and, some of the other guys. But the fact of the matter is, he's spot on still. Because of my history of losing so many ex-close friends. And this dates back to the last few years. Just in 2023, I lost a whole lot of them. The same year that almost 20 people left from that dump. So it's just sad, dude. It's just really, really sad. I'm like I said, I'm just this close to departing with the Nutbwallers, and I might as well just do it. I don't want to waste any more time. Like I already have thoughts to just completely, just stay away from my friend circle again. And it's already been like this a couple of times already. The first time obviously was 4 months, and when I came back too soon in June, at the beginning of June, man, it's like they're still seeing me like this, man. And then I had to do it again right after the second group text incident. Now I have thoughts about really doing it again. I might as well just do it. Why even bother wasting my time? Robbie's not cool with me at this time. I doubt that he's gonna want to celebrate his birthday with me. I don't know if he's gonna celebrate with the other guys, but I'm not like it just calls for pause for me to just not worry about it right now. Especially after he got upset at that after the second group text incident. So it is what it is, dude. I need to do this again. I'm sorry. It's just the fact that I'm in that dump, that every time I'm there, especially when it comes to the second half of the day, my mind is already corrupt as hell. And it just makes me just lose so much focus that when the day almost ends, it's like I just can't take it anymore. The fact that it's close to 5:30, it's like for some reason that's where I'm just feeling crazy. I hate leaving at 5:30 now. I hate it. I mean, just realizing every other office closes at 5, and it's like, why is my office the only one at 5:30? It's crazy, dude. I'm just in total disbelief just to see myself still in this dump and feeling what I'm feeling. Because for as long as I'm still there, I'm gonna have these thoughts, and whether some of these guys want to believe me or not, that's on them at this point. I don't care if they disagree with me or not. That's none of my business. I feel what I feel. This is no opinion anymore for me. It's been a fact. It's a real feeling that I've been, inhibiting for so long. That for as long as I'm still in that dump, feeling this kind of everyday unhappiness and misery, like no matter what I do, even if I am seeking mental help with therapy and taking meds, it's not doing enough for me for as long as I'm still there. It's my dump is my center core as to all of these problems I've been facing, even my home problems and my friend circle problems, my friendship problems. I'm sorry, dude. It's a curse to be in that dump. And now, like, it would have been a whole different, it would have been a whole different story if I was in a new workplace. And you best believe that my mindset would be in a totally different direction for the better. That means I would still have all my friends. I wouldn't ever have any these I would like to call exorcism thoughts. Just like a lot of what I said that I later don't mean. But again, I'm still here in this dump, just running into a whole lot of stupidity. And look, what did I hear from the sales team about Carmen? So some of the guys that were being asked, where's Carmen? He says he's no longer here. Well, it just goes to show so much confusion in that dump, dude. Like I hear them like, okay, Sean was saying, yeah, Carmen was once a sales coach, and then all of a sudden she retired, and it's like they don't know if it was for real or not. It's like nobody knows anything, dude. That's what I'm saying about, like, as far as like what this what this dump is. Even when all the flyers are gone from that will call rack, Jose said that maybe Mr. Lee doesn't want to use those racks anymore. It's too much for the customers, and especially with the ongoing tariffs. I mean, but first, like when I first noticed that, I asked some of the guys at the front desk or by the front desk, and they don't know. Nobody knows anything, dude. Nobody. I'm so annoyed, dude. And on top of that, just more favoritism and stupidity. It's I told you, it's like I'm in someone's house I don't even belong. And look where all of this has gotten me. Being a useless employee, and now just losing more friends in these two group text incidents. What if me and Robbie are no longer good? You know? Like after we just reconnected in June, now the second group text incident happened toward the end of July. Now what is he gonna think? Should I even be expecting that he's done with me as a friend at this point? I hope not. But the reality is, it seems like he's gonna already be fed up because he already gave me a second chance, dude. I mean, it's just sad, dude. That's why. Look, I'm having thoughts, man. Until I get out of that dump, I need to just completely distance myself from my circle again. Because my original plan was, when I get a new job, then I can go back to my friend circle. Okay? That's when I want all these guys, Carlos, Russ, Julio, Robbie, Dewey, to Abbas, to all be happy for me. That they're never gonna see me at my worst ever again once I'm in a new workplace, a new job. But I came back so soon. I came back in the beginning of June. You know, some of them were like, "Hey, welcome back," but next thing you know, some of them were like, "Yeah, take your time." And now the second group text incident happens. They're still seeing me at my worst, and I blocked my entire circle for a couple of days. But now I'm back again, and then now all of a sudden they're still seeing me like this. So it's getting very tiring, dude. I'm tired of just seeing myself like this. I'm tired of even saying that I'm still job hunting. I'm still looking for a new job. Dude, I'm literally tired of job hunting. I'm too tired. I'm just tired of everything. I'm tired of seeing myself going on beast mode in front of these guys. I'm tired of just them just getting all silent, like, as if they definitely agree with what Julio said from the last couple of Saturdays. I'm just tired, dude. I just have to come to admit that, they're all siding with what Julio said. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not Dewey and Russ, but, this is where we're at. At some point, like, these guys are going to look at me differently, and guess what? They have. Except for Russ and Dewey, they're still showing me the same care they have even after what I said in the second group text incident. Okay? Heck, I even saw Boston Ray, like, just this past weekend. But still, dude, I can't take it anymore. Every time I'm in that dump, and just knowing at any given time, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna feel like total crap. That's when I have these thoughts, and unfortunately, these guys are just seeing me like as if, I'm just hopeless. That I'm just really, really hopeless as a friend. And the thought of what Julio said, it still gets to me. It's just that bad, dude. When he said everyone's fed up with me, I can't help it, man, to let it still stick in my head. That's why I just, like, after that weekend, I was starting to feel like total crap. Like, I just don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am anymore. And so I really need to do myself a favor. If I gotta depart from the Nutbwallers, I gotta do it, because there's no way I'm gonna continue with this group, if they're still gonna see me at my worst. Because I'm pretty sure that, based on what Julio said, and the fact that Robbie has just, decided to just just space away from me for a while. It's, I just feel like this whole group is never going to be the same. There's just no denying that I've already caused too much, damage, as far as my negative energy that I've spread every day in that group, especially in all the Nutballer group chats. So, and especially after what I did towards the end of January for like 4 months, it's, I, I just feel like I need to be out of that group, um, for as long as I'm still in this dump. I mean, I know by heart I still want to stay with them, but this is just like, it's just best for me to just, distance myself as away as a Nutballer for now. Okay, you know, and even as a friend in general, like staying away from my friend circle. I'm sorry if Mari has to see this video, as much as I love my sexy mama, but sorry, it's for the best. I have to just focus on myself. And as much as I've been on beast mode earlier this afternoon, and even at home, like they should know, like I need to just have some more alone time at this point. I just can't see myself in the mood to just be around friends right now, especially with the reality that I'm still dealing with. And the worst part is that I'm still working in that dump. To be paid $17.75 in 12 years. Come on, dude. How much more in pain, like, do I need to feel? When I've already been in too much pain, mentally. It's just sickening to my stomach. I mean, like these days are just over for me, man, at this time. Despite just being physically healthy, I remember this time with the chest issue I had in 2019. 2019 was the last normal year. I'm talking about legit normal before the pandemic, where, it's caused so much that even when the normal life came back, it's just not the same normal life that we were all accustomed to prior to the pandemic, and unfortunately I had my chest issue around this time, and I still went out and all, but now that I'm healthy, I'm battling something different, and some of these guys don't even believe me right now, man, like even Neil and Mari. But this is way worse than my chest issue in 2019. The fact that this feeling of unhappiness and misery is just very, very unreal. Like, it's a real feeling to feel that, but, I just know. I just know when I'm really, really feeling that. Like, sometimes there come a point in time where I just really feel like shedding tears, but this is this pain is just worse, man. Just simply for the fact that I'm still in this dump. This dump is the one that's just destroyed me mentally, that it's turning me into this person that I'm not. It's just so sad. Like, this is the person that I'm not. Like, and I know these guys know that, most of them. But what am I really doing there still? All I'm doing is just causing, I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell I'm causing. Just trying to do some group hangouts and all that, but yeah, dude. Oh my God, I don't even know. So I'm catching myself falling asleep once again, dude. But it is what it is, man. I think I'm gonna go with my solo plan pretty soon. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have to do it. These guys are just pretty much busy with their own thing, and when a lot of them are not interacting with my chats, I said it. I need to be away from the group chats, And guess what? I'm going to do just that. You know, I have to do it. Okay? I already made a few videos about me just needing to stay away from this group chats, but somehow I just came back, and ultimately the second group text incident happened. And, I just need to do myself a favor that for as long as I'm still in this dump, like these thoughts are still going to linger at any given time. So these guys have to understand, I don't have anything against them, but you know what? I'm going to say what I have to say. And it may happen anytime soon. I'm gonna say it out loud. I doubt Julio, Carlos, or Ray, even some of the guys they used to watch my videos. I don't think they're watching them no more. So I'm gonna say it out loud. I may just block my entire friend circle again. Oh, yep, I said it out loud. And I don't give a damn what anybody thinks, because I've given it 4 months, then I came back, and unfortunately they still saw me as I was prior to the first group text incident, and then the second one happened. And there's really no reason for me to just continue with them at this point. I need to give them their space. I don't want to waste their time with them seeing me like this. I'm not going to waste my time just being in those group chats. So I understand Robbie's birthday's coming up. I understand Dewey's birthday's coming up with his party that he's planning. But right now, I need to just completely step away from my friend circle again. Even the Nutbwallers. So I need to just zone out and just completely focus on myself, and that's that. Period. There's really nothing else for me to prove at this point. The gathering already happened, the past weekend. So I just need myself for the rest of this month. I just need a lot of time for myself still. And so by doing this, I think I'll give myself more peace, like I did before. So, look, I'm still dealing with this kind of reality. And I said it, and I've proven Neil and Mari and a lot of people wrong. So, it is what it is. This mental pain that I'm feeling is way worse than the chest issue that I've had. Now, I understand that it was scary. I get it, but I had the treatment to rid that in just a month. So I was good after that. I still gained some optimism, able to still maintain my happiness and joy by being in the outdoors. Now I'm dealing with something worse than that. And I'm telling you right now, if I continue to stay in this dump, you best believe that I'm going to become a worse friend than I already am. I'm sorry. I said what I said. So that's why I need to do what's best for me. I don't care what anyone thinks at this point. I don't care what Julio thinks. I don't care what Carlos thinks. I don't care what Russ, Dewey, or even Ray, Boss. I don't care what any of those guys think at this point. I don't care what Mari thinks, and I love Mari. That's my sexy mama. But I'm sorry. It's I gotta do what's best for me. Period. It's I need my space at this time. I want to be surrounded by nothing else but myself. I have my phone, and I don't want to receive any more text messages from anyone at this time. And I want to make sure that I don't get myself involved in any more of those groups, because all I've been doing is just giving negative energy to these guys. And what Julio said, yep, it's still correct. Even if we have talked recently, but still, this is for my own good. I need to just let go for a while. Period. I'm going to leave it at that. Peace out.